Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about my favourite musicals. Basically, I'm just going to be talking about the shows that I love so that you can get to know me better, because I feel like it's important. So let's get straight into it. So I have two all-time favourite musicals and then a lot of other shows that are my favourites. So I'm going to start with my all-time favourite two, which are Waitress and Everybody's Talking About Jamie. You may have seen that I've already done a video talking about Everybody's Talking About Jamie, but I feel like I did it a disservice and just kind of gushed and rambled, so hopefully this video will be a bit more concise. So Waitress is a story about Jenna Hutchison. That's not her name. So Waitress is about Jenna, who is a waitress, and she's in kind of a toxic marriage and she plans to escape it. She has this great plan, but then the surprise in the form of a baby comes along, and we've kind of followed this journey of how she deals with that. And Everybody's Talking About Jamie is about a 16-year-old boy in Sheffield who wants to be a drag queen, and his goal is to turn up to prom in drag, and it follows his journey of that. I went to see the cinema live recording of it again yesterday, and there were so many people there and everyone was loving it, and I just love it so much. Please go and check it out. So I'm going to talk about Waitress and Everybody's Talking About Jamie together, because even though they are completely different shows, I feel like they have a lot in common, and the winning formula that makes me love them so much. And basically I sum it up in three things. Wait, I forgot what my three things are. Okay. So I feel like both of these shows have three things that I love, and they are heart. A show has got to have a lot of heart and goodness and wholesomeness to be one of my all-time favourites, which is why these two are up there above all the others. They both also have drama, so there's not all good. There's things that happen that put things a bit off course. And then the third thing is comedy. Now, if you ask me if I liked comedy shows, I would probably say no, because I feel like they're sometimes forced, and yeah, like recently I went to see The Play That Goes Wrong, and I have a lot of thoughts about that show. That's all I'm gonna say. But these two shows have comedy in all the right places, and it's not forced, and it's not out of place, and it's not cringy. It's just so good and makes you laugh in all the right places. It makes you laugh, it makes you cry. That is what I like in a show, and both of these shows have that, and they're amazing. Please go check them out. Another show that I love is Dear Evan Hansen. I feel like this show is the show that got me back into musical theatre, because I mean, I've always loved musical theatre. For as long as I can remember, I've always loved performance and all that goes with that, but it was kind of like on and off for me. So I'd listen to musical theatre for a bit and then go off it and go to something else and then come back to it. Not that I ever stopped loving it, just that it was a roller coaster ride of being really in love with it and then being in love with something else. But when Dear Evan Hansen came out, or when I discovered Dear Evan Hansen, which was, I think it was like February 2017, I discovered that show, fell in love with it, fell back in love with musical theatre, and haven't fallen out of love with it since. I've been in it, deeply in it since then. So thanks, Dear Evan Hansen. I think what I love about this show is that it's extremely relatable. I mean, for me, I've seen the bootleg, and oh my god, even the opening scene, I mean, no spoilers, but he talks about how he can't open the door to the takeaway person, because even if he orders his food online, he still has to talk to the person at the door and stand there while they give them the change. And I was like, yes, that is me. So I think that's why I really like the show. The next show that I'm going to talk about is Wicked, and I feel like everyone went through a Wicked phase, right? Wicked was probably the first musical that I ever fell in love with, ever. I remember getting the cast recording on CD for Christmas and being so happy that I had it. And I just feel like it's a classic. It sums up what musical theatre is. The costumes are amazing, the set is amazing, the songs are amazing, and it's just all together for me a summation of why I love musical theatre. Now the next show I feel kind of weird putting in this video because I don't know a lot about the story, but I love Once on This Island. Oh my god. The music is incredible. I listen to the cast recordings so much. The 2018 revival one, and oh my god, I'm amazed every time. I cry every time. It's just amazing, and I don't understand, and I really would do anything to be able to see it with that cast. I think Hayley Kilgore is amazing. I'm not going to name any more names because I'll forget someone and just be annoyed at myself, but the whole cast is incredible. As I said, I only know bits and pieces about the story, and I feel like if I saw it in person, I would be a mess throughout the whole thing. So another show that I love is Hamilton. It's funny with this one because the first time I ever listened to the cast recording, I didn't like it. I was like, no, I don't like this. But then obviously I did end up liking it. And I feel like it's one of those shows where even if you don't like it, you can't deny that it's not an amazing show. Like the writing, I just don't understand how Hamilton came out of Lin-Manuel Miranda's brain. I just don't understand. It's incredibly written. I just have no words. It's genius. So the next show is a new show, and well, newish show, and it is Mean Girls. I didn't expect to like Mean Girls because I was like, it's just another commercial thing on Broadway. But they did it really well. I love the fact that all the characters have their different motifs and you know who it is just by the music. For me, it's just the most fun to sing. I mean, I've done quite a few covers on this channel of Mean Girls because the songs are just fun. They are all just bops and I am on board with them. I think the cast is amazing as well. I think they cast it really well. And I mean, it's Mean Girls. The story of Mean Girls is kind of a classic, so they weren't going to go wrong there, and they did it really well. A more old show that I love is The Sound of Music. The Sound of Music was the first West End show I ever saw, and I've only seen 2 in my lifetime. The Sound of Music was the first show that I saw, and I was 10. The second one, if you're wondering, is Wicked, which I saw in January this year on the West End, and that's the only ever times I've been to see a show on the West End, those 2 times. But The Sound of Music, I just think it's a classic, especially, I mean, the movie version I feel like we're all familiar with. Julie Andrews is a queen. Just all that Julie Andrews is, I love. I think her and Christopher Plummer have amazing chemistry. The songs are really cute, the children are really cute, and it just brings so much goodness. And it reminds me of Christmas, so what's not to love? The final show that I love and that I'm going to be including in this video is Into the Woods. Now, I kind of have this on the same level as Hamilton in the way that I feel like the way that it's written is so genius, and there are so many lyrics in this musical that are my favourite. One day I want to do like a thread of my favourite lyrics from Into the Woods because there are so many, and I just think it's great. Probably said the same thing about every single show, so I'm sorry about that, but I just wanted to let you in on the shows that I like, and let me know the shows that you like, please. I love discovering new musicals, so if you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments below. And if you go and check out any of the musicals you haven't heard of, like I mentioned Everybody's Talking About Jamie, if you go and check that out, please let me know what you think of it because I think it's amazing. And before you go, if you liked this video, please give it a like. It really makes me happy when people like or comment, so please do both or either. Honestly, it makes my day when people leave comments. Like, I read every single one and it just makes my day. So thank you to everyone who's been doing that, and subscribe so that when I post a new video you can be the first to know about it. And that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this very rushed video. I hope you got to know a little bit more about me, and if you have any video suggestions, leave them in